We see you. We hear you. We're standing right behind you. This is Bog Panda. I'm Dr. Mike at Official Pagan on Everything. Joining me as always.
Hi, everybody. This is Kelly at KELLYTHUL on social media, and welcome to Bog Panda, or welcome back to Bog Panda. Uh, really appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel, hit that bell so when your new stuff comes out, take a look at a few videos, leave us comments, likes, all that good stuff. While you're there, be sure to check out a playlist called Hard No. It is home of the world's shortest podcast and deliver daily to your browser web thing. And so enjoy that, and use that browser web thing to go to our merch store and buy some t-shirts. Damn it! So that's all I got.
I can't tell you how many TED Talks I've watched where they throw out jargon like browser web thing.
Yeah, you we like to keep it highbrow.
I think it was Steve Jobs that coined that term.
Highly
So
possible.
today we're back talking about one of our favorite topics, not just retro games, but homebrew or indie retro games. I think that's something that Kelly and I are both very much interested in. Kelly and I have both dipped our toe into this a little bit too, although if you go back to Hard No episode 436, since Kelly loves using episode numbers, and in our episode 500, I didn't remember the episode numbers. So in episode 436 of Hard No, Kelly mocked me because my game about him was a lowly text-based game made in BASIC. So when I came across this video, I thought, this is something that's up to Kelly's high standards. So I needed to send it his way. Plus, another favorite of ours is Atari. So this kind of brings together just so many of our interests under one roof here. So John Hancock, who runs a awesome retro gaming channel, and I believe we've talked about his videos and things like that on here before.
Yeah, and
Also
the
does
signer of the Declaration of Independence as well.
Yes, yeah, he was the first, and his name is really big on there. He doesn't look that old. You
I
wouldn't
know he's holding
expect.
up well.
Yeah, if you look at the declaration, you're not going to think that guy is a YouTuber.
Yeah, yeah. I think when he called the British noobs, I think that was in an early draft. Uh,
But he has a new game for Atari 7800, and of course 7800 we've been talking about a little bit because obviously we're fans of emulating it totally legally. But now with the Atari 2600 Plus, there are new 7800 cartridges coming out published by Atari that will play on your 7800 Plus. So I was wondering if this was going to lead to any, new 7800 games that we would see out there that we could maybe support. And of course, John Hancock has one. What did you think when I sent this to you, sir? And of course, in the thumbnail, I just want to point out now it is a colored cartridge. So that's Kelly's favorite kind of cartridge.
That's right. Um, so I thought it was awesome. I mean, yeah, outside, so it's hitting on, as you mentioned, a lot of the topics we love: retro gaming, Atari, a little bit of 3D printing thrown in there too, in terms
That's
of
right.
assembly of the cartridge and all that. And I learned something that a 7800 cartridge is a lot easier to deal with than a 2600 cartridge. So that was a little interesting fun fact in his video, which we'll include a link to, obviously, which will include all sorts of ways you can go and can pick up this game. But I thought it was cool to see, it starts to continue to chip away. My previous don't need a Atari 2600 Plus because I got an OG and those 7800 cartridges, but some homebrew stuff's going to be coming out. Uh, and this looks like a pretty fun game to kind of do it. And you want to kind of support folks that are doing homebrew. So I was pretty excited and impressed, and he has kind of mentioned that in past videos and working on it or where it was at and all that. So it's really cool to see it published and available.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, as I mentioned, Kelly and I have kind of dabbled a little bit in this. Now, neither one of us has put out a physical cartridge yet. So, do you think that that's like a different level when we hit that point?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, one, it'll test our competencies even further. But yeah, that idea, I think it would be really cool to do to have one. Uh, I tend to want to do a 2600 cartridge, but that's gonna uh, press my coding ability because you got to like be crazy smart to have anything that's worthwhile in the 2600. Be able to keep it small enough to work. So we'll see on that, but it looks cool.
Yeah, from the stuff that I've looked up, 2600, even more so than some of the other retro consoles, seems difficult to develop for. I'm not sure why that. Maybe it's just because I'm dumb, and it's just more coding heavy in a way that I don't understand. To what you were saying though, recently I did watch a video where somebody took apart a 2600 cartridge to change the shell on it, and it is complicated. So you had mentioned how this is easier to do. It does look overly complicated, not just the PCB sitting in a shell like you would expect with most cartridges. There was like this slidey thing that has to go over it, and he had to maneuver things with screwdrivers while he was putting the lid of the shell on and stuff. It just looks too complicated to me. I don't understand how the 2600 every aspect of it is more complicated than the things that came later.
Yeah. Maybe we should center on the Nintendo 64. It looks like that might be a PCB in a shell. So that may be a better target market for us.
But yeah, is this something you're interested in checking out?
Um, gotta get something that can play. If there's a emulated version, I mean, if I can get a version to play on an emulator, I'm definitely interested in it. So if he's got a soft copy that I can legally purchase the ROM, then I'll probably do that. And then it's just going to come down to when do I kind of cave in and get that 2600 plus. But I'm getting closer. I'm not there yet.
Same, yeah, I'm not quite there yet, but there's a there's a growing list of reasons in the pro column of that argument. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is really interesting to me. It's awesome to see other people in the retro gaming space who are not just talking about games and giving us ideas for content by watching their stuff, but also seeing them develop their own games who are obviously further along than we are. Definitely further along than me because again, I'm not good enough in my games that I make according to Kelly. But who
Yeah.
knows? Maybe in the future there'll be something coming.
You pay somebody to do it for you.
Who knows? Maybe in the future there'll be something coming.
Okay, great. Hey, I think we're gonna wrap this one up before I get further depressed because I'm starting to piece some things together. I'm getting concerned. So let us know what you think about this game, homebrew in general, 7800, and are you getting that 2600 plus? Talk me into it. I need to be talked into it.
Bog Panda.